Hello and welcome. Here is news update on Housing TV Africa. My name is Abdurrahman Omar. A quick look at the headlines. Nigerians express fading expectations over affordable housing. Lagos government cracks down on violators of housing scheme rules. Now the news in detail. According to the International Human Rights Commission, IHRC, more than 28 million Nigerians lack access to decent and affordable housing. For many Nigerians, access to decent and affordable housing remains a critical challenge. As the economy bites harder, the hopes of many Nigerians to get affordable housing and faith in the government continues to fade. Ebenezer Anokam has more details.
For many Nigerians, access to decent and affordable housing remains a critical challenge. The housing challenge is surging by the rise in rural-urban migration, which continues to stretch the limited public infrastructure in urban centers. The International Human Rights Commission, IHRC, indicates that more than 28 million Nigerians lack access to decent and affordable housing, and this is in line with the estimates of the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria (FMBN), which projects that Nigeria requires at least 28 million housing units to close the housing gap in the country. As the economic downturn continues to bite harder, Nigerians continue to grapple with myriads of challenges in the nation. And as these challenges continue to bite hard, most Nigerians are expressing concerns that with the direction of happenings in the country, the hopes of affordable housing may be waning.
Cost of rent is really something else. Most of the landlords are almost doubling the house rent. And unfortunately, in Nigeria today, a house that was being built some years back, it's only an issue of cost of maintenance, but they will double the house rent under the pretext that the cost of construction has gone high. We all agree it has gone high. It has to be. It should be effective to the newly built structures.
In my life, I've never experienced this kind of hardship, and so the economic and also the way of living of Nigerians, it was so terrible, unendurable. So I think I urge all Nigerians, what we do is not by hoping on individual, but we should go on our knees, sincerity, to pray to God to come to our aid.
Can't hide it for you. Even my house rent now is expired, but to get money and pay it is still difficult to me. Honestly, even to feed my family. I have 6 kids. Even the 3 of them, they are out of school now. So honestly speaking, this thing, we are urging Mr. President, we are calling him on board. Please, we should pity us.
Well, from various interactions, we have had different views and opinions from Nigerians. As the economic situation in the country continues to bite harder among the myriads of challenges, it remains to be seen whether affordable housing can become a reality in Nigeria. Ebenezer Anokam, Housing TV Africa.
In another development, the House of Representatives on Wednesday called on President Bola Tinubu-led administration to revisit all abandoned projects across the country and complete them for the use of all Nigerians. The House stated this at its Wednesday's plenary, lamenting the number of infrastructural projects left uncompleted by successive administrations. Leading the debate on the motion, need to access and fix abandoned federal government projects across the country, the sponsor of the bill and member representing Ijebu North, Ijebu East Ogun Waterside, Joseph Adebesen, described the situation as disappointing considering the abandonment of projects across the country. Now, the Nigerian Communications Commission has stated that there will be no extension beyond the February 28, 2024 deadline for linking subscriber identity module cards to national identification numbers. Consequently, telecommunication firms have been instructed to deactivate 12 million lines and remain unlinked to their owners' national identification numbers following the expiration of the deadline. You're watching News Update on Housing TV Africa. We will go on a quick break. We'll be right back with more stories. Do stay with us.
Thank you, AIHS, for the opportunity of this exhibition. It was a nice experience. I would like to make it again.
Thank you, AIHS. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, AIHS.
Thank you, AIHS.
Welcome back, and now to more stories. Just days after the destruction of two power transmission towers in the northeast, suspected vandals have targeted another tower, resulting in a drastic reduction of electricity supply to approximately 2 hours per day. The attack resulted in a 250 megawatt decrease in power supply to the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, over the past 2 weeks. Abuja Electricity Distribution Company, AEDC, had enforced a rigid power supply rationing system, leaving many districts without public electricity supply. The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, announced in a statement that Tower 70 along its 330 kV Gwagwalada-Katampe transmission line had been vandalized, leaving the tower standing unsteadily on the ground. Now, in another development, a Lagos Maruf Akinde Rufatai, the Lagos State Commissioner for Housing, has issued a warning to residents who disregard regulations aimed at ensuring the sustainability of the state's housing scheme. Akinde Rufatai gave the warning during a visit to assess the damage caused by vandals and robbers to cables, generators and electrical panels at the Abiodun Oguleyi housing estate in Ebobo. The Commissioner warned that allocations of those who contravene the terms of the Memorandum of Understanding (MOU) signed with the state, particularly regarding facility maintenance fees, could be revoked. That brings us to the ends of the news update. Before we go, a quick recap of some of our major stories. Nigerians have expressed faith in expectations over affordable housing. Lagos government has issued a warning to residents who disregard regulations aimed at ensuring the sustainability of the state's housing scheme. For more news in the housing sector, do subscribe to our YouTube channel, Housing TV Africa. You can also follow us on all our social media platforms at Housing TV Africa. I am Abdurrahman Omar. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.